Hey guys. So, hey babe, will you not crunch that for a second? It's gonna be a short one. Sorry guys. Okay. So I have a revelation that the Lord just gave me and I didn't want to forget it. It's short, but I just kind of picked a picture by the way. But that's what's coming is Yoho, our blessed hope. And think about this. If your blessed hope and your birthday, the Lord gave me this, okay? He said the whole thing is of him. If that is our full of adventure, then I'm in my blessed hope is that it truly is a rapture, you know? It truly is it's going to be an amazing event. Probably a rescuing nerve-wracking event, but it's going to be big, you know? Okay, so what I wanted to say is earlier I was talking about the winnowing machine that I had seen. And the Lord, this is something I keep doing and I'm trying to stop. Like I'm trying to rest in Christ. Um, trying to learn to do it. Like sometimes I think I am and then you're not, you know? And then the Lord's like, you're not resting. You're not doing it yet. Hold on, you know? So whenever I was looking at the wheel, the winnowing wheel, I saw something heavy, which was barley. I know it was barley that it was weighted down and it was like flopping. It was kind of like moving, you know, but it was sitting heavily in the middle of the machine. And all of this trash was like lifting up and flying out of the wheel. But when I was looking at it, you could see it as like a spinning wheel. And you know how there's that story Rumpelstiltskin, he spins gold, right? But that's a side note. But either way, as I'm watching this wheel, I've been thinking about this a lot. The Lord revealed to me that we are on this hamster wheel, right? This hamster wheel called life. And before we were saved, we were just running, running, running on this hamster wheel, trying to make everything perfect, working hard, running harder, using all of our own strength, being so tired, worn out, never finding rest. The more we worked, the more work that came, the more money we made, or the more drive you had, the more kids you got. There was never rest. There was always something that added on to it that never really got you anywhere, but you were still running, right? We're running and running on this hamster wheel. But as you're running, if you're doing that, if you're trusting in yourself and you know, I can do this, I am working, I did all of this, being proud and mighty and thinking that it's you, it's one moment, baby, thinking that it's you who achieved all this, I did all this, look at me type of an attitude, or even running and working super hard, trying to put the things that you can't achieve on the side, or the way that you miss the mark with the Lord. You just put it to the side, right? You just act like it's not there. You don't deal with it and you just keep working. And then you keep adding more work and you're like, no, I'm going to feel better because I'm achieving this, right? But all you're doing is working and running around, never finding rest to cover your shame of your sin, right? And to cover your shame, or to cover your shame as the sin of your sin, is by another woman in Christ. I believe her name is Amy something. I'm sorry. I don't want to take credit for those words, but but the revelation of what the Lord gave me, it truly is. We have to be weighted in the glory, weighted in His presence, and weighted in fear of Christ so that we can be the barley, that is resting inside of the winnowing machine. And if we are not resting, we will be thrown out of this hamster wheel, this whirlwind per se, right? as I say this, I'm driving, right? And I'm turning around in the last turnaround on the cul-de-sacs that I talked to you guys about. I'm turning around just like a whirlwind, right? It's so funny how whatever you say, you're like living it out at the same time now because prophecy collides. So if we can just try for a moment to sit in his silence, that's what I'm hearing. Let's just sit in his peace and try to rest in that, and you will find rest. There will be rest made. He goes before us. He is always with us. We are never alone. And he is telling me that if you rest in him, he will give you rest. There will be less dirt on the floor for you to sweep up after your kids. You won't have to do it twice a day, only once a day. There will be less laundry for some reason. There will be, less things that you have to do. The Lord will make it easier. Everyone else will be living in more rest, and things won't pile up on you because the Lord will take care of those things in his way and in his time. And as I began to find rest in him, and sometimes I'll fall out of it, but as I began to find true rest in him, deeper rest, like meaningful rest, I have found that life has become easier, and I find that I have time that I haven't had in months. And through this, that's what I've learned. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Um, and I pray that you all can rest in Christ Jesus. He's here to make our lives easier. Like you think he doesn't care about those things, or that he doesn't plan like things to work out, or you not to run late to drop your kids off at school, or all these different things. He does. He plans the traffic, and he orchestrates all things, and he can make your life have rest if you just rest in him and trust in him. But we have to follow his will. You will do his will. If he tells you something, it will happen. So running from it is only going to stretch out your suffering. And the quicker that you can learn that and repeat that to yourself, the better off things will be for you. And I know I can say all these things myself and give you guys this insight, but even I am in and out of it right now. We're all testing and going through this period, this cycle of growing, stretching our faith. The Lord is the author and finisher, though, guys. And so if he's asked you to do something or give something up that is really hard to do, try to just rest in him first. Find rest first. Find pure rest, okay? A higher rest than what you've had before. And then try to move forward. Pray it out. Ask him to work things out in your mind that gives you understanding of these things. I pray God bless you guys, and that I love y'all so much. I'll talk to y'all later.